Hey troops, GeneralJSmith here, back with another LEGO Star Wars 2015 Winter Set Review. And today I'm doing it on the Battle Droid Troop Carrier, set number 75086. Age 814, comes with 565 pieces, so actually the second largest set of this line. And is retailing for £40 or $40, $39.99. So yeah, as you can see, a very good piece for price ratio, you know, £40 and all that. Considering this has got like 65 more pieces than the 80DP. And yeah, so of course this set, I think most people agree, is an extremely good set. One of the best of the line, absolutely. In fact, some people do think it's the best of the line. Just really there's nothing wrong with this, to be honest with you. Like really, I cannot think of any cons at all. I mean, I guess in some slight ways, I kind of prefer this one. Just because, and this is purely because of the price, because that was £25. I mean, don't get me wrong, again, obviously this is well worth it. I mean, of course this is worth more than that, because I mean, the pieces, you know, it's all good. But just because you do want to buy multiples, so that is more affordable, but of course this does have like double, or not nearly double, but like, you know, a fair amount more droids, it's bigger, it looks really awesome, and it's just, yeah, it's a great vehicle. But yeah, really, yeah, but let's just go into the figures right now. Nothing too special as such about the figures themselves, because as you can see, most of them battle droids. You've got co-pilots, and you've got Gungan, which I believe you've seen before, might not have, but whatever, let's just go into them right now. Alright, so first up we have the Gungan Warrior, I believe what it's called in the box. Now, according to the box, this is a new minifigure. Now, actually, this reminds me so much of the 2011 version, which was this version, by the way, which I'll be comparing in a minute. And that's not just because, obviously, they're both troop carriers, but also in the way that the minifigures are pretty similar. And not just the droids, but that one also came with the Gungan Warrior and Jar Jar Binks. So, yeah. Of course, this is set on Naboo. I assume they did use these after Battle on Naboo, but we never really saw them. After that, like, the CIS and the Separatists became a lot more militarized, so instead of using these open troop transports and carriers, they would use, like, proper MTTs, you know, militarized vehicles. But anyway, that's just a little Star Wars fact for you. But yeah, so the Gungan Warrior, apparently, according to the box, is new, but really there's nothing too major special here, no new molds or anything. We have seen, like, these sort of weapons before. We saw them previously. I guess the Gungans are fairly rare. Obviously, they only ever come in Naboo sets, and they don't actually come in all of them. So, yeah, I mean, this is only my second Gungan Warrior, so I guess they're kind of rare, but that's, of course, their shield thing. Very nice, you know, a printed piece there. The torso is what I think makes this figure new, really. Other than that, I don't think it's any different. Maybe some printing on the face is slightly different, but actually, I think it looks like a slightly darker tint of orange. Maybe wrong on that. Taking the head off, of course, the head, if you do not know, is a solid mold. It's not like Plo Koon's where it's like rubbery. It's like a solid plastic. I guess I kind of wish it was a bit like rubbery, because obviously these are kind of floppy, these ears. I don't know if it is. There's something. But anyway. So you guys got back printing? But yeah, there's really nothing to say too special here. There's no leg printing or anything. I guess if you want to build a Naboo mock, which I know a lot of people like to do, then yeah, obviously it's great to get Naboo Warriors. Gungan Warriors, you know, all that. Which is pretty cool. I'm not sure how much they go for on eBay or Bricklink separately. I guess they may go for a little bit, just because they don't really come in that many sets, and some of the sets they come in are fairly expensive. So if you want like quantity, like major quantities of these guys, then it may cost you a fair amount. But really what I recommend is buying a ton of these sets, because if you want to build a Naboo mock, this is like the optimum set. I can't really think of anything better, but whatever. Maybe one more Gungan Warrior would have been nice, but, you know. But yeah, really, that's basically it for the Gungan Warrior. There's nothing really to say. The rest of the minifigures are all just droids, and we've seen them before, but I guess you would say this is the highlight minifigure, but it's nothing too special in itself. Of course, the minifigures themselves are not the big part of the set. It's the quantity and the set itself and all that, which is really highlight. But yeah, that is the Gungan Warrior. I think now let's just go on to the battle droids. Alright, so here we have a battle droid pilot. This is exactly the same as any other battle droid we've ever seen, except for the fact he's got blue torso. We have seen these guys many times before in different sets. I've got more than a dozen, probably. There's really nothing to say here. If you've got, well, really, if you've got a fairly large droid collection, you'll almost definitely have at least one of these guys. You know, they're fairly common. You can get them for maybe a couple of dollars or whatever on Bricklink, and that's, or maybe less than that actually. So there's really nothing special about this guy. You do get a couple of them. But yeah, really, so that's it. Let's go on the actual battle droid, which is even more basic. Alright, so here we have the standard battle droid. Very, very nice. Well, I think it's a little exaggeration. I mean, it's alright. This, of course, is no different to any other battle droid I've ever seen. I'm not sure if this is the most reoccurring minifigure ever. I know in turn 11, R2-D2 was technically the most reoccurring figure, but I'm not sure the battle droid may have surpassed it, because this is coming in a ton of sets since that point. But the most reoccurring figure in all of Star Wars is either the battle droid or R2-D2. They both come in like 1,000, dozens of sets in different variants. But yeah, one of his arms is straight to hold the gun, one of them isn't. You do get spare arms, obviously, because when you've got 12 of these guys, you do get 12, which is another really high point. You got to have some spare arms, because imagine if you lose one, you know. But yeah, really, you do get guns with all of them, but they're like attached to the set, which I'll show in a minute. But yeah, that is a standard battle droid. You have seen them all 1,000 times before. Nothing too special to say here. But really, the special part isn't the battle droid itself, it's the quantity. That's what we really love, and that's what droid lovers are obviously going to love as well. So yeah, but that's basically the minifigures. Let's just go on to the set itself, which is awesome. Alright, so moving on to the set itself then. This thing I've got to say, I mean, obviously I didn't expect it to be the same size, because it is like, does have 500 pieces, but it's considerably larger than I thought it was going to be. You know, and I thought it was going to be very large as it is, but, you know, geez, it's got some weight to it as well, which, you know, a fairly large set. But anyway, so, yeah, really, so first of all, the main feature, I guess you would say, is the fact that this cockpit piece does come out very easily. See the pins, how they go like so. You can go on either side, because of course this thing is exactly the same. Actually no, the detailing here is slightly different, but other than that it's exactly symmetrical, so it will not look any different that way around or that way around. However, of course on the side these things, you know, slightly different. But of course you can put it either way, it really does not make any difference at all. It's a skate pod, I guess, if you want a skate pod with this thing. But yeah, so you can see the battle droids would sit there, battle droid pilots that is. One of which would hold this, and one of which would hold that. And this is another way, it so reminds me of Turn 11 model. I mean, of course, you know, that is the first thing we'll think of, because mainly, you know, oh, it's got a ton of battle droids, which the other one did as well. But more than that, this is so similar to Turn 11 one, like, in so many ways. The other one had two cockpits, and they were the same, two areas for the droids. And then they were the exact same design as this one. Obviously you got the droid in the back. I mean, it's just so similar. You got two different racks. It's, you know, it's just so similar, except larger. It's like Turn 11 model on steroids. That's what this is. But yeah, really, I mean, underneath you have some wheels. Sometimes, like with the old Turn 11 model, you may not have wheels. You just have like these things, basically these sliders, to give the impression it's hovering. But because this is a large set, it probably needs wheels. I mean, of course, they're pretty standard, nothing too special. They move extremely easily on any surface. Here's a little, just look underneath. Pretty nice. I would say there. That's meant to be the light. And the old one had a light as well. So this is ridiculously like the old one. But anyway, it's alright though, because of course the old one was awesome. Yeah, right here, in the middle, you have the gun rack. You have 12 battle droids, so of course you have 12 guns. Now there's a lever here at the top where you can push them out either way if you wish. I mean, you can use that, or you can simply grab it by these things here and pull them off. Oops, well, apparently you can't. But generally, it will work. I can't even get it back on now. Whatever, okay. So, you can see it attaches like that to the back of here. And if I can squeeze this back on, okay. Yeah. Like that. I guess you can't pull it out then. You probably can. So I pulled it out wrong. But anyway, that's how you put it back as well. Simply slot it in place and it sticks like so. And if you want, you can move this lever, and I think you can guess how that works. You move it and it flicks out, so. Oh. that was a bit of a flop, but oh well. And of course, you do get them on both sides. So it's exactly the same. Nothing too special about the racks themselves. There you go. The racks themselves are pretty standard. What you would expect. But yeah, pretty nice. Pretty cool. Yeah, so I guess the main feature then is of course that the fact that the racks do slide out. It's a very simple sliding system, as you can see there. They simply slide on these. And the battle droids, unlike the old one, they stand up rather than like a crouch down. They do stand up on these, as you can see in the box. So, yeah, I don't think I really have to show you, but who knows. I'll put one in just to really show you. Do stand right next to each other, like there's no gap, because it's only 4 studs wide, but that's alright, you know, no one really cares that much. The thing is, though, I don't think you can put the weapons, like, have them hold the weapons as well as putting them next to each other. Maybe you can. Battle droids are pretty thin, so maybe you can, for all I know. But, yeah, that's basically how they stand. Imagine, obviously, 6 here, 6 there, make up 12. But yeah, really, of course, the detail on this is very nice. I'm loving these slopes, because have you ever noticed that really, it's the Republic sets that seem to be more jagged edges? Like, you know, you've got the walkers and stuff, which have more, you know, straight lines and all these panels and stuff, where the Separatist sets tend to be more curved, like the AAT, the Droid gunship, these type of sets, the MTT, they seem to be more curved sort of things. I don't know if it's just me who's noticed that, but, you know, you can see here also, you know, fairly curved. Yeah, I'm liking this design. I mean, the detail, I guess, isn't too special, but, like, I'm loving this design. And it just has some significant weight to it, more than I would have expected. But yeah, so I guess I'll just compare it to the Channel 11 model. And as I said, as you can see, this is basically that model, except on steroids. So, lengthwise, it is considerably longer. I would say Channel 11 model, I can't even get a shot. The Channel 11 model nearly, well, no, it goes a little past the cockpit, or, well, not such, but you know what I mean. On this one, of course, I've done a review, by the way. You can check that out on my channel. The entire thing comes out, and you'll have 4 droids up there, 4 droids down there, so it holds 8. On this one, of course, they are standing up, whereas on this one, they're crouching down. And as I said before, this one has 2 cockpits. They both stand up, and like the one behind each other. And there's a light on the front. This has a light on the front. 2 cockpits. It's unbelievable. Even the things on the side look kind of similar. It is unbelievable how uncanny this looks. Now, of course, one difference is there's no wheels. This one slides, whereas this one has transparent wheels. But yeah, really, so it is a very, very nice set. I am loving this set. One of the best sets in the line. Maybe not the absolute best. I'm probably going to have to do this thing. I did get asked a question saying which is my favourite, and I will answer that in my Q&A, by the way, which is coming very soon. So, I'm not sure if this is my absolute favourite, but it's up there. It's in my top 5. I really have to think about this, because this is an awesome set. And of course, this is another Naboo set. We've getting more and more Naboo sets recently. We've got the AAT and we've got the MTT, both of which I personally think were pretty rubbish. I'm sorry I didn't get them. But this one, however, is a Naboo set that's really awesome. And of course, we're getting the Naboo Starfighter later this year. So we're getting a lot of Naboo sets for some unknown reason. It's weird. You think you'd get more Clone Wars sets, since the Clone Wars is ending. But whatever. Must be going Naboo crazy. But anyway, so yeah, this is a really, really awesome set. I am loving it. Yeah, I highly recommend it. I'm going to get another one of these. I mean, one maybe con, you know, with this one compared to that one, is that this one was £25, whereas this one's 40, so it's easier to get multiples of these. Like, it's less of a thing in the bank. But of course, you don't really need to get as many of those as these, because then you get more droids, and it's just a larger thing. So, and of course, the price of piece is great anyway, so I'm not really going to criticize LEGO or anything. I'm not going to say they should have made it £25, I'm just sort of saying. But yeah, it's an awesome set then. I really, really love it. It is, yeah, it's great. But yeah, really, that's basically it into the set. It is considerably large. It's about as long as the box, actually. Maybe a tiny bit longer, but yeah. Anyway, so, yeah, let's just now go on to the instructions, the box, and then conclude this review. Alright, so on to the instructions then. The instructions are pretty standard, nothing too special to see here. They're fairly thick, actually. Because the thing is, though, when I first saw the images of the set, before I knew the pieces and everything, I didn't think it was going to be as large as it is. I mean, I knew it was going to be larger than the previous one, but, you know, yeah. But you can really feel when you hold it, you know, the 500 pieces where it's gone. Because think about it, it's larger than the 80DP, and it's the second largest set of this line. So, yeah, that's the code if you want to use it. There's stuff there. You got the Rebel sets. I've got all of these, and I've only got to review that one now. That'll be the last review I actually do. That's unfortunate. The last review of this entire line will be that one. So, and these are all the sets. I've done all of them apart from the AAT and the Mike Fighters, but, you know, screw those. Very cool sets. You've got minifigures. Another question I got asked is, which is my favourite minifigure? That's also difficult. There are some that stand out here. Some that I really like, and I can't wait to get. Like the Inquisitor, Sarge Ventress, maybe a couple of others. You know, they're really, really cool, but, you know, I'll answer that in my Q&A, which will be coming very soon. Got the inventory. There's only one page of inventory. There's a lot of repeated pieces, really, as you'd expect. So, yeah. Pretty cool, as you can see they all fit in. Looks pretty cool actually. Like 84 pages to build. Oh, sorry, 64. But yeah, really, it's got it's got 4 numbered bags actually, which is kind of, well, I guess, no, it's not really surprising to be honest with you. To be honest with you, this set feels larger until you have built it, because it really does not feel like it's a 500-piece set. You know, I mean, the 80DP definitely does, but this one, I don't know. But anyway, so that's basically the instruction manual and all that. I think it's now just go into the box and include the review. Alright then, so onto the box. The box is pretty cool. As you can see, 12 battle droids. If you want to build a battle droid army, there's no better set. 2 pilot battle droids. Gungan Warrior. By the way, you notice, this is like one of the few sets in this line which does not come with a spring-loaded shooter. So, and of course, this really rams home, you know, how bad the MTT is. I mean, you know, the MTT is known as like the troop carrier. It's meant to carry dozens of troops. And of course, in Lego, maybe it can't carry literally dozens, but at least, you know, the old one carried like 20 or something. And this one carries 6. So this has got double the capacity and is less than half the price. Yeah, that makes sense. But anyway, so there you go. Got some stuff on the back here. Very nice. Yeah. Pretty cool. Very nice, you know, pretty nice box. Nothing too special here. It's the same size as some other boxes we've got this line, like Anakin's Custom Jedi Starfighter. I think it's the same as the Tiny Inquisitors set. And maybe the Skyhopper. I can't remember what that box was size, but whatever, there you go. That's basically it's in the box, pretty standard, nothing too special there. But yeah, I think it's now just going to the conclusion of this awesome set, if you haven't already worked out what I'm going to say. Alright then, so on the conclusion of the Battle Droid Troop Carrier, set number 75086. So, as I said, this was, well, it's a great set. I'm going to get one more of these. I mean, if I had like a lot of money, I would get many more of these. If you want to do a droid army, then of course this set is great. If you want to build a Naboo mock, then of course this set is great. If you're just into the originals and stuff like that, then I guess this wouldn't appeal to you, but at the end of the day, that's kind of obvious. You know, it's like, why would it? It's a droid set. So if you're not into droids in any way, if you're not into Clone Wars in any way, then I guess, no, this set will not appeal to you in any way, just because obviously it's from the prequels. But yeah, really, so I'm not 100% sure why they're all of a sudden making a bunch of Naboo sets recently, but I'm not complaining. This one was really cool, even though the others kind of suck. I have seen the images of Naboo Starfighter coming later this year. It reminds me very much of the 2011 version. I don't know if I'll be getting the new version. Maybe. I don't know. But we'll see. Anyway, so, yeah, as I said, this set is extremely cool. One of the best of this entire line. I would give it a good 9 out of 10. Yeah, I think 9 out of 10 is a good score for this set. Really, I cannot see in any way this set could have been improved. And I cannot see any reason now to get the MTT from 2014, other than maybe the fact you, like, need the MTT just for, like, the look of it. But if you just want it for, like, the troops, or you just want it for the sake of having it, I just don't see any reason, to be honest with you. I am one of those haters who just hates on the MTT. But yeah, so yeah, it's one of the best droid sets ever. I mean, the 2007 MTT was also very good, probably the best, but even so. But yeah, so the speed build, or let's build, whatever, will be down in the description. Please go check that out. Thank you for watching this review. If you liked it, please do give it a like down below as well, because it shows you which ones you like, which ones you don't like. I'm nearly done with the line. I've got like 4 more sets to do, and the next one, oh my gosh, I'm so looking forward to the next one, because I've got to do the Anakin's Jedi Custom Starfighter thing, and it looks awesome. I can't wait to open that. But of course, please subscribe to this channel. I've just passed 1,000 subscribers, which is crazy. Thank you all for subscribing to our channel. The Q&A will be coming very soon. I'm hoping to finish all the sets by the end of this week, probably before then. So the Q&A will be coming next weekend sometime, maybe even a little before that. Hopefully, assuming everything goes to plan. But yeah. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in another review. Stay awesome. Bye, troops.